Does anyone else know what they're being?
Doing Puss in Boots from Shrek.
That's
I
awesome.
like a pirate's hat and I need to like add a feather and fishnets.
Danna, I'm a huge Shrek fan.
Oh, I try to do like a Shrek costume.
Yeah, like other people that are like make someone
Shrek. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a costume.
You should maybe do like dragon and donkey. I feel like
that's
that's
so
such
fun.
a
I'm stressed out because I don't know.
It's hard to pick. I feel like I always have like
Being alone and feeling lonely, two similar yet very different things. Being alone is a physical state where you can literally be by yourself within a defined space, while feeling lonely is an emotional state where you feel disconnected from people. However, these states are sort of fluid in some ways. Do you remember a time when you felt fulfilled being alone? Do you remember a time when you were by yourself but wanted company? Both of these instances exemplify a time when you were alone, but you only felt lonely during one of these times. This is because being alone and feeling lonely are different. Sometimes it's confusing to decide how to describe a time of isolation, but the simple main difference that separates them is that one is emotional and one is physical. You may have moments when you really want to be with people and no one is free, which can make you feel really lonely, and that is a horrible feeling. This is a time when you are alone and lonely, which is how these concepts can go hand in hand sometimes. Still, some people may think that anytime you are alone, you have to be lonely, but that is not the case. Alone describes a state of being, while lonely describes an emotional response to one's circumstances. Alone can be a description of having no one around or not being accompanied by someone in a social or crowded setting. The little moments where your friends show that they care about you or are thinking about you can turn your whole day around. Being alone doesn't mean you are avoiding social situations. Sometimes you just need time to yourself, and it's okay to be alone and want personal time. Feeling lonely is normal, and being alone is normal too. Regardless, feeling lonely is an experience that you can feel deep in your soul, and it can drag you down. Loneliness can come from not feeling understood or not feeling seen for who you truly are. This feeling can occur right after hanging out with a group of people, or even during. Some people are perfectly happy being alone, while others can feel lonely and distant even with a group of friends. The amount of people around you does not indicate if you can feel lonely or not. Your feelings are valid no matter if you are with 100 people or 0. You can also feel content just being by yourself sometimes. Sometimes we need to recharge our social batteries. Although some people desire solitude, others fear it. People who fear solitude may feel like they need constant support and need to physically be with people at all times. It's good to balance alone time and time with others. It helps us build our relationships with ourselves. We need individuality, but also support in order to grow. Finally, we might not know if someone is feeling lonely. Everyone's experiences with loneliness and being alone are different. They can shape us all in different ways.
One time for the T-stop doors to open to like capture all of us getting off the T-stop in front of Tata, and I was like, you can't even avoid that one. Like I have to stay on the train. He was like right there when the doors opened.
It's like a paparazzi, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
What? Like this campus has seen me at my absolute worst, nastiest ever, and so if I ever see myself on that Instagram, I'm gonna freak out because I look horrible like half the time.
No, it'd be a picture of like me like crying somewhere and they're like, Northeastern students being real. Like,